March 8, 2014, a Boeing 777 carrying 239 people vanishes into the night sky, without a trace. No distress call. No final message. Just silence. This is not just a missing plane. This is aviation's greatest enigma. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m., heading for Beijing. It was a routine red-eye flight. But just 40 minutes after takeoff, something unthinkable happened. At 1:21 a.m., the plane disappeared from civilian radar. Military radar picked it up briefly, but MH370 wasn't where it was supposed to be. It had turned west, then south, toward one of the most remote areas on Earth. No transponder, no radio, total radio silence. Why would a modern aircraft suddenly become invisible? Let's talk theories. And warning, none of them come without controversy. First, the most widely debated, pilot suicide. Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah was a veteran pilot. Investigators found he had a flight simulator at home, with a route eerily similar to MH370's final known path. But there was no farewell note. No evidence of intent. A grieving family. A respected pilot. Accusation without closure. Next, hijacking. Could terrorists have taken control? It would explain the radical deviation from course, the silence, the complete blackout. But no group claimed responsibility. No demands were made. A ghost hijacking? Or something more covert? Then there's the fire theory. Some say smoke from an electrical fire knocked out communications, leaving the crew unconscious, while the plane flew on autopilot for hours. But that doesn't explain the deliberate course changes, or why no one ever called for help. What about a shootdown? Could a military force have mistaken the plane for a threat and covered it up? Unlikely, but not impossible. We've seen it happen before. Think Iran Air Flight 655 or Korean Air Flight 007. Mistakes in tense airspace. But MH370 wasn't even near hostile territory, supposedly. And then, fragments. In July 2015, over a year later, a wing flaperon washed up on Réunion Island in the Indian Ocean. Later, more debris surfaced in Mozambique, Tanzania, Madagascar. Confirmed MH370. But they only deepened the mystery. How did these fragments travel thousands of miles? Experts used satellite pings from Inmarsat to calculate MH370's final path. A 6-hour flight south, deep into the Indian Ocean. But this area is vast. Over 46,000 square miles were searched, with no fuselage, no black boxes, no passengers found. Oceanographers debated drift patterns. Mathematicians crunched flight arcs. Search ships scanned the seabed with sonar. Still, nothing. Could we be looking in the wrong place? Some believe the satellite data was misinterpreted. Others say the wreckage floated from somewhere entirely different. And there are whispers of something darker, clandestine interference, covert operations, even abduction theories. As wild as they sound, one fact remains. In an age of global surveillance, a commercial jetliner vanished. And we still don't know how. The disappearance of MH370 led to massive reforms in flight tracking and safety protocols. But it also left 239 families without answers. 10 years later, the question still echoes. Where is Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370? If you found this story compelling, hit that subscribe button. And tell us in the comments, what's your theory? This is AeroMysteries, where the unexplained flies higher than fiction.